Grand Rising, my good folks. Welcome back to my channel, Mo Vibing. It's your girl Mo here. I guess I'm doing what people consider a blackout edition. And for some reason, where I live, there was a power outage, and I could tell because I got really hot, from sleep, and it woke me up. But it's come back on. The power's come back on now. But anyways, as I lay here, mind, clearly racing a little bit. I did meditate after that last video. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. I did meditate, and it really helped me out a lot. It really did. It definitely got me out of that very bad energy, and it was really good. It was really good for me. But I was laying here and I was thinking, I have an old friend, a girl that I guess I wouldn't say grew up with, but she's been my friend since 7th grade, like on and off, And I remember one time her friend had died. Well, one time when her friend had died, excuse me. It was really bad for her. And I remember showing up and trying to be there. And she had another friend who she knew longer than me. And again, this was, I think we were in the 9th grade when this happened, 9th or 10th grade when this happened. And I remember going over her house sometimes while the other friend was there and realizing how much better she treated the other girl than she treated me. I learned a while ago how people tend to play the victim, not knowing that they are playing the victim. And now, as I am older or I've grown a little bit, I try not to put myself in that victim mentality that I've known to do forever, and to come out of that and see how, not only in what parts I probably have played in certain things and taking accountability, but also looking at it just from a different perspective, not from a perspective of being a victim, technically. But anyway, I saw that, and I remember trying to prove myself over and over again that I was a good friend. I remember it. And her sister, her older sister, much older sister, she had two. She was the youngest, but her much older sister, the eldest, she said it one day. She was like, well, why do you treat Monica like this and the other girl and it should be vice versa? And she used to say how, her sister wasn't a good friend to me. And I used to think it even then, but was just not paying attention to it. So it leads me to believe that children you always know, you always know how a person makes you feel. We always recognize it. And a lot of the times we just ignore it. See, my issue was that, again, I had a codependent attachment issue because of my parents. And but of course at freaking 13, 12, you don't realize that, you know what I mean? But now what brings me to this now is because this person hit me up, I think last week it was, and I'm assuming she may have seen some of my videos. I put my link in my Facebook and on my Instagram. And I just made my Instagram public not too long ago because I usually keep it private because of stalkers, gang stalkers more than anything. But anyway, so when she hit me up, she brought up something in the past because we continued to still be friends all the way up until my 20s, my early 20s. But again, it was kind of on and off. However, she hit me up and she brought up something from the past, which I knew she brought it up to try to throw it in my face. And that's one of those things you have to watch out for when people from the past come back around and they see how much you've grown and they see how different you are, and they'll try to bring up your past to throw it back in your face, not realizing that you're not ashamed of your past. But do you want to go back there? No. I mean, I don't. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't. And also with certain things, I look at how she did that, and she tried to almost bait me into a conversation. And I remember just responding back to oh, how is everyone doing? Is what I responded back to. I completely ignored the other crap she said. And she didn't respond. And how the conversation went, and there was no reason for her to just not respond right back like we had just been talking through Facebook, because she doesn't have my number, nor will she ever get my number. But anyway, and I'm like, okay, I didn't even want to deal with the energy in the first place. I completely blocked it out. I did not give her what I would normally give an old friend. I didn't give her that energy because I've grown to the point where I knew she didn't deserve it, nor did she ever deserve my energy. I look back on it now and I saw how much she actually hurt me in being able to have other relationships with different people. I was so caught up on I've known her since 7th grade that I didn't realize that I was holding on to somebody who was never really good for me. And because I had an attachment issue, I was never allowing myself to really accept the fact that she wasn't good for me, because